Yikes. What a mess. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of HauntVentures with Jason and Melissa. Today we're going through this garage and this is full of Halloween stuff, props for our haunted house. We're going to go through it and we're packing it up and we're bringing it to our haunted house in Toronto. So maybe we'll see some cool things in here. So one of the things we're trying to collect is large picture frames. And typically, like, what we're really looking for our haunt is pictures like that, like big pictures of heads. They're a little bit hard to find, but they're really cool. I mean, it's better than picture. Like that picture's good. It's of a map, you know. We could use it in one of the rooms, but a picture like this just isn't something you generally see in the haunt. But it's got a really big frame, so we could probably paint something over top. We've got a good creativity team. They could paint a head portrait on that. Same with these ones here and this one here. I mean, we picked them up for like I think $1, so you can't even get the frame or make the frame for that. And that was just creepy. That cat is just weird looking, so we got that too. And we typically try to get things that don't have glass on them. So either plastic or nothing, because we don't want anything breaking in the haunted house and cutting someone, so we're always thinking of safety. Let's take a quick look at some of the things I pulled out. I don't know if you guys had seen that pig head before. We always look for creepy things like this. Like this doll's all cracked up. The nice thing about buying this stuff at auctions is it's cheap because the collectors are looking at it and saying, it needs too much work, it's not worth it. So you get it really inexpensive. Office chair, old office chair, props that we made. We just had some young kids here and I was told I can't put these out and scare them, which is not like me, but I was trying to be a nice guy today. All this sewing tassels and stuff we're going to give to our sewing crews. And I mean, we got this whole box for $2 at an auction, so why not? It's got all kinds of odds and ends for costumes, and if we don't use it for costumes, we'll put it in our sewing room, which is one of the rooms within our theme. Let's see here. This wallpaper, you saw us grab that at a yard sale. These are really cool. Like these are used for curtains, right? You screw it onto the wall, but if you really look at it, you could make a pretty cool mold out of this. Like this is already a mold, and if you just pour latex over top of it and brush it on, you can make a pretty cool like design that goes on a wall. It's got some dimension to it, so you can add some texture to some of the things that you're building. So, you know, cookie trays, anything pretty much. Like even this thing, which is an old cake thing, I think it's aluminum or something. But still, that's kind of cool. It's an odd shape, right? Let's see, we're really trying to collect a lot of these trunks, old looking trunks, because we're doing a storage area as one of our rooms within the theme, and we need like trunks piled upon trunks. So we're collecting like these suitcase type trunks. They're really old looking, and like things like this would go in the storage area. Baby cage, you know, trunks like that, like just a whole bunch of these trunks is what we're collecting. So you can see we've got a bunch so far. Now this is really interesting. This piece here, I want to show you this to you. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this, but we bought this at an auction and no one really knew what it was, and I thought it was just a steamer trunk. So no one bid much on it. But how do you open it? There we go. So right away I saw it and I knew exactly what it was. Check this out. It is actually, these are about 300 bucks online, and we got it for I think 40 bucks at an auction. It's in mint shape. We try to buy things that can be sold if we ever have to liquidate. So like there was some weird looking dolls. So, I mean, come on. Look at this creepy doll. You put a bunch of these in the room and they're scary. They're scary if you have enough of them and they're positioned the right way and it's in the right setting. So this is a really cool trunk we would leave open, and we'd probably have the drawers for one of our rooms, which is a dressing room within the theme, one of our themes. And so you can see you can put all your clothing in here, and so this would just be perfect. It's like a wardrobe trunk that's fitting to the time. So that was a really cool find that we got. And if we don't use it as a wardrobe, it doubles up as a trunk, right? Which is cool. Take a look at some of these dolls. Like, they're all, I mean, we try to, at first we were just collecting doll after doll after doll, but then we just started to get more selective in our choices. So we're looking for the really odd ones. Like, look at this one, the pig head. It's just, it's weird. This old, really raggedy old toy with like a plastic snout. Look at this one. Like, it's just scary, right? You have the right sound effects in the room, in a children's room, you know, with all these weird toys staring at you. Chipped up faces, eyes that are all scratched up. The big ones are always a little harder to find, but it adds some dimension when you have the small stuff and the big stuff. It's really old dolls. Some of these are probably worth something too, but we don't really care about that. We're looking for a creepy factor. Like, our neighbor said that there was a hospital you could send these dolls to and have them repaired. And I thought that was hilarious. Like, a hospital to repair dolls. Wow. We've also been collecting children's toys for that room. So we've got this, you know, the creepy rocking horse, which you could put a wiper motor on and make it go back and forth, just to make it more animated in the room. Have like one of those little dolls sitting on it, rocking back and forth. It's just really inexpensive ways to distract someone, grab someone's attention. Something's moving in a room, they look at it. This you saw earlier, one of those in an earlier video blog we did when we bought this at the yard sale. It's kind of a cool large prop for the corner. And we just try to find just weird looking toys. Like, I don't know what this is, but I don't think you guys know what it is either. It's just odd. Here's another really interesting thing we picked up at an auction. It's old dentistry tools. It's pretty odd to see this stuff, but all the tools that they use for dentistry, these things are actually pretty expensive. I asked my dentist how much they were, and they're not cheap. So we picked them up for a couple bucks. We pick everything up for a couple bucks. We don't spend much on anything. So old protractor set. It just came with it, but this is a really weird bag. This is like all the stuff that came with it. I don't know what this stuff is, but definitely would put it in our infirmary area. You can see there's like an old set of teeth, like these teeth hooks. It's just, I don't even know what that is, but it's sure as hell is creepy. All the old little bottles and stuff that go along with it. The little boxes. So, I mean, it's fine detail for an infirmary, but it came with stuff we bought, so why not? We would glue this down at the table because it is glass. Guys, this is Paul. He's one of our helpers here. He's one of our volunteers. He has these trucks. So we're packing up everything and we're bringing it to the Toronto location, our storage area.
Okay, so we just emptied our other garage. There's 2 shelves full there. All this area here, this couch wasn't here. All we have left are these 2 wall panels, which we'll have to bring in another day. And this creepy dollhouse that we'll put in a children's room. Or we might create a creepy graveyard type thing with them because we have 3 other ones. So it was so much stuff that we weren't able to even close the door. So, but we had our little truck And we put a couple stuff in here too, so.
That thing is packed.
Yeah,
That thing is packed. Like, the door, we have to tie the door shut. It's so full.
So,